Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be looking for a new guitar. Now I'm thinking this video is going to be a little bit of a series because I'm definitely not going to be able to purchase a new guitar today. So I'm just going to be searching, getting some more ideas of what I would like, and this season or whatever it would be would conclude with the purchase of my next guitar. In this first episode, I'm just going to be looking at things that are all online. I'm not going to be going to any stores today. Maybe the next episode I'll go to Guitar Center or Sam Ash or something like that, and I'll document the process and some guitars I'll play there. Anyways, let the shopping commence. So we're going to first start off with Gibson's website because they have a couple of new colors and some Les Pauls, and I think there's a cool ES335 that I want to check out. So let's start there. And here is the exclusive collection. Ooh, this Les Paul Special looks pretty cool. It's in the olive drab finish. This thing's pretty nice. I like this. Usually the olive drab color doesn't really come in a gloss finish, and I think this one does. So that's pretty unique. I think I forgot to mention that I'm really looking for something unique, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, but I don't just want to get, a new 2021 Les Paul Standard. I want to get something that you don't see every day. And, say I settle something or say I find something that I really like that isn't very unique, that's okay. That's just something that I want to keep in mind. So something like this olive drab green Les Paul special, that's not something you see every day. So I think this is it's a good option. I like it. Let's go back here. Let's look at the classic. I'm not a huge fan of classics. It's basically just a standard, but not as cool. It is $500 cheaper than the standard, though, so I will give it that. Overall, though, not a huge fan. You got two black standards, the 50s and 60s, which is something that Gibson's been going back to. Not going back to, but they're making it like the original collection. And I think that's great by Gibson, because there are a few differences between the 50s and 60s models. So them adding that option in there instead of just having one model that you can get, I think that's pretty cool. But the ebony finish doesn't really speak to me at all. I don't feel like it's very unique. It is, but it's not like, it doesn't stand out at all. This SG though, that's really nice. Let me click on this. That is nice. I'm not a huge fan of the 60s pick guard. I like the full pick guard. What do they call it? Like the Batwing or something like that? I like the full pick guard. It's nice. Clusen tuners. It's alright. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. This is beautiful. For those who don't know, I love 335s. I would love to own one day. Doesn't have the little crown. It doesn't have the mother of pearl headstock logo. The Gibson logo is not mother of pearl, so that's not... I don't hate it. It's just different, which is good. Ooh, no neck binding. P90s, that's sweet. Is this pickguard different? It looks a little bit different. I mean, I like it. It got thumb bleeders on the knobs. I mean, it's cool. I like square inlays on 335s. I know a lot of people like the dots more, but that's just me. I don't like how there's no neck binding, though. And especially if it costs the same as the normal 335. I don't think that's exactly worth it. The last one in the exclusive collection is the 70s Flying V. And I love Flying Vs. It's another guitar that I'd love to own one day, but this one... I really don't like it all. I'm not a huge fan of the uncovered pickups. They're trying to go for like an all black color scheme, and that's fine. But I feel like there's too much silver in there, and that makes it just look kind of tacky, I guess. That's just me though. Just not a huge fan of it. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's average. So I think that's all I wanted to look at in the Gibson website. Let's move on to the Steals and Deals page of Reverb. I think I'm going to limit the brand to Gibson, Charvel, and yeah, I think I'll just keep it with that because I do also kind of want a super strat kind of guitar, something I can play docking on and maybe some Rat stuff like that. So I'm going to put on Charvel for that. The first thing that caught my eye off the Steals and Deals page is this Les Paul Custom in wine red. I don't know what year it is. It's gorgeous. I love Les Paul Customs. It's my favorite model of Les Paul. It's in pretty good shape. It's a little beat up, but I kind of like that. There's no volute, so it's not the 70s model. And I can't see if there's a serial number or anything like that. Might be like a 90s Les Paul Custom, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this stuff. For the shape that it's in, I feel like that's a pretty decent price. I don't know what year it is though, and it doesn't say it anywhere in the description, just from the quick little scan that I did. So let's keep on going. Ah, this 335. That is beautiful. I know I mentioned earlier how I liked the square inlays better than the dots, which is still true, obviously, but this isn't bad at all. I love the fretboard. That's a beautiful fretboard. The figuring looks really great. How much does this thing cost? And that's not too bad. If you go on Gibson's website right here, yeah, the S335 is $3,000. Here, the figured one is $37. So this one being $27 actually. That's a really good deal. I think this dates it to like 2006, so that's not bad at all. I'll keep this one in mind. Ooh, this is a good deal. I'll be talking about these later, but for standard P90s, what year did they say? 2021? 2019, 2020. Both, you know, good years, I guess, for Gibson. 2019 is when Gibson really started doing a lot better. 1900, that's pretty good. I'm definitely going to save this listing. We're going to watch this listing, yes. That's a good deal, and I don't think there's a headstock repair or anything like that. Yeah, excellent condition it says here, so I mean, you can't always trust that, but I'll keep this in mind. This is good. Now that's really all I ended up finding with the Steals and Deals page, but I heard Trogly's Guitars mention this guitar in one of his videos very briefly, and this is the uniqueness of a guitar that I'm looking for. It's ugly. I love it. This is like the level of tackiness to where it's cool. Like, if it's just a little bit tacky, it's too tacky. If it's really tacky, it's perfect. And this is exactly what I was talking about. It'd be a pain in the butt to film with. You know, it's a mirror. You'd see yourself. And since not a lot of people know about them, for a V, that's not bad at all. So I'm going to watch this listing too. Now the next guitar I'll be looking for is Les Paul Standard Gold Top with P90s. If it would load, that would be wonderful. Come on. There we go. Yeah, these things are gorgeous. This isn't extremely unique, but this is one of the guitars I'm okay with it not being very unique just because I love them so much. I think the P90s sound amazing, and they're just, I don't know, this guitar really speaks to me. This is definitely going to be one of the guitars that I save for the end. I feel like for whatever reason, I would get a signature guitar, and I got to choose like whatever brand I would go with. I'd get a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top with P90s, and then make the headstock gold also, and then make the Gibson logo black. I feel like that would look really cool. Now I think the last thing we'll look at is a Friedman Cali. Friedman Calis are really cool. I feel like this would go for the Super Stratty kind of. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that the same one? No, this is the same one Robert Baker has, I think. And does he have the rosewood fretboard? I don't remember. Anyways, this would really solve my want and desire for a Super Stratty kind of guitar. I think I like this one the most. And I think this would do it really well. I don't know how much they cost because I don't think Friedman actually sells them on their own website. So I'll look for a dealer real quick. Yeah, so if you look on Sweetwater, first one that comes up, the only one that comes up, it's not aged at all. Oh, and that's pretty expensive for what I'm looking for. So I don't think this is I don't think this one's gonna do it, but I'll definitely keep looking for a Super Stratty kind of guitar, such as George Lynch. Yeah, I think his signature guitar is it's pretty sweet. Right here. There's a couple like custom shop ones that are fairly expensive. By fairly expensive, I mean $5,000. But for one just like this thing, it's cool. It's again like that 80s kind of tack, like super tacky, which is perfect. It stands out. It's different. This thing's really cool. I love that single humbucker right in the bridge position, Floyd Rose. This would also be that Super Stratty kind of feel. And again, it's unique, so it's what I'm looking for. I think one more guitar I want to look up is a Gibson Les Qual Supreme. These used to be my dream guitars, especially 2003, like this one here. I've always wanted a birth year guitar, and I was born in 2003. So something like this would be sweet. The problem with Gibson Les Paul Supremes is they're the most faked guitar. So you really have to know what you're looking for. I mean, this one, just from a super quick glance, looks okay. It's gorgeous. I think it's root beer finish. Tobacco sunburst, alright. Anyways, this thing is gorgeous. I love Supremes. They're something I definitely would be interested in purchasing. Again, they're they're an extremely pretty penny, so this would take forever to save up for. Yeah, I'd love to own one of these things, especially 2003. I think out of all the guitars we looked at today, I think this one, if I were to purchase a guitar today, this one would probably be the one I'd go for. This or that, I don't know where it went. It's gone. But the George Lynch signature, that would be the one I went, between those two. Those would be the guitars I'd go for. But anyways, I think that's about it for today. Hopefully I make a part 2, and in that one I'll be going to physical stores and playing some new guitars and showing them off a little bit. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.